Hello everyone and welcome to the Kill, Care, Beautiful Vice fan-made game inspired by the Danganronpa series, which I have not played before, but I'm sort of vaguely aware of them. I think they're basically like those type of games where you get a whole bunch of people and they gotta play like death games and, you know, eliminate people until I guess one person wins. Kind of like basically like your turn to die. So I thought I'd check it out. Even though I'm not super familiar with the series. I don't think it's... Why is there movement, Bob? I'm gonna turn that off just in case. I don't think it's set in the Danganronpa world? But I'm not super sure. I think it's just inspired by it.
Greetings!
Wow, this voiceover.
I am your new counselor.
You sound very evil, new counselor. Oh, wow.
You deserve to die.
Scary.
You are a shallow, impotent little creature, incapable of humility or introspection. Your envy, spite, and deceit are matched only by your cowardice, your ignorance, your attention-seeking.
I feel like you're doing the opposite of what a counselor should be doing.
Your life is defined by superficial relationships and uninspired dreams, all of which will slowly wither away under your own self-importance. What? What do you mean I'm being unnecessarily cruel?
You are being unnecessarily cruel.
Oh, this is how I speak to all of my clients.
You mean you're actually trying to help me?
Then why the hell are you here? If you don't want to listen to my gracious advice.
You have like the scariest smile ever.
Ah, I see. That killing game story. I remember now. I doubt there's much therapeutic merit in allowing you to bear witness to what can only be described as a massacre. Nevertheless, I have never been one to deny a client's request.
She's like so
Well then,
villainous.
I will give you what you
What does that sound?
see.
Is her laugh? Oh my god. She's so villainous in her, I guess, attempt to help someone.
Don't be misled by my boorishness. This tale does hold a very personal significance for me. It was the day that I realized the futility of words, the price of ambition, and the cruel inconsequence of death.
I think maybe you need a counselor of your own.
Locked in a prison where no voice could reach, I lost everything. So many harsh lessons, all taught by that man. I only hope that by the end of this journey, you too will be able to separate the fragility of delusion from the harshness of reality. Let us begin then.
That was a really long spiel.
A tragedy that
And she's still not done.
virtue and vice, of solitude and sorrow, of the beautiful and the hideous.
These villains, they love to monologue.
Like many
She's still not done.
tales, this one begins with the dull and incessant
You mean what you're doing?
of an irrelevant.
I'm glad you're self-aware at least. That was really a long, irrelevant monologue. Oh, is this me now? I can't believe it. No, I don't want to believe it. Not the voice coming out of the speaker. Not the bright lines of text flickering in and out. And certainly not the hastily taking mugshot of a cold, undisciplined expression, frozen in time for all to see. Who that? Breaking news!
Bitokukawa Academy headmaster Hiroharu Yotsuka was arrested in Otsu last Saturday on manslaughter charges.
Damn. What kind of school name is that?
According to the Shiga Prefectural Police Department, the 46-year-old researcher was accused of endangering his students during a secretive experiment.
Is that the deaf game?
Yotsuka reportedly forced students to participate in dangerous tests to maintain their scholarships.
Yeah, messed up.
The most recent of which resulted in several injuries and one death. He has pleaded not guilty to 1 count of manslaughter and 2 counts of reckless endangerment. The trial will be held on
Is it manslaughter if you're not the one that physically did it? You can say they're guilty, but like not that, right?
This can't be it.
Who's this? Who are all these people?
What am I supposed to do now?
I don't know. Who are you even?
All those promises you made, those speeches, those empty platitudes about virtue, was all of that for nothing? I know I didn't work hard enough. I know I haven't been the best. But I really thought that you were going to pull through for me. And I would finally have something to work towards. This can't be the end. Please. Please don't let this be the end. I want to be. I have to be. I need to be an ultimate.
What are you talking about? An ultimate?
So, this is the end of the line for you.
Robotic.
And here, I thought I'd be looking forward to this day. But even with everything I've done, it still wasn't enough. I was betrayed once again. I was so involved in your dream that I ended up shouldering your sin too. This time will be the last. I finally know what I have to do.
Are these all the students that were involved?
The new generation, the future, they will be the key. They will be taught the true meaning of vice, and the rest of the world will submit to us. I'll begin with the person you value most. Enjoy the show.
Who are you talking to? The dude?
Mr.
Or me?
Predecessor.
I don't like how everyone talks like, I'm so emotional, you know, talking like this. Like they're in an anime or something. Chapter 00. Prison where no voice can reach. Is that me? Is it finally me? Ugh. My head. It's like it's about to explode. It's so dark. My eyes feel like they're on fire. Painfully, agonizingly, I open them. Dramatic. Ew. What? Who's talking? There's so many voices and they don't even say who they are. Where am I? I feel like they could at least put like a little label, like a blonde man or some crap, you know? I wince as my eyes slowly adjust to the light. This place doesn't look familiar. I seem to be on a desk of sorts, and this sounds like the counselor's voice.
God, where is that sound coming from?
Where is this voice coming from? Wait, is it actually the main character talking? I'm really confused. Maybe these are the inner thoughts. I don't remember my alarm being able to speak. Whoa, what's this? It must be coming from here. Nightmare diary? A tape recorder?
No!
Damn, somebody's really rude.
Fine, I get it.
Also, it is them talking. Also, the blue is like the inner thoughts. Interesting. Somewhat apprehensively, my wary hand inches forward, and presses the button. Click.
Rise and shine, dearest pupil Hirowaki Azuki. How'd you like the nap? I know a desk isn't the comfiest thing to sleep on.
Wait, how do they know my name? How come you're not voicing this line now? Let me get straight to the point. You've been kidnapped. Abducted. Shanghaied? What does that even mean? Onikakshi?
Huh?
What? I've been kidnapped? When? How? Also, this villain has shitty ass lines. Come up with a better script, man. I try to recount the details of the last time I was awake, but this blistering headache won't let me think clearly.
Hear me well.
Why are some lines voice and now they're doing the thing where like the voice doesn't match the text? Now, I'm sure you're deeply confused as to how that even happened. Who's doing this? Why are they doing this? Is anyone coming to help me? Who else have they kidnapped?
Know your place.
Know your place. Figure it out yourself. We have more pressing matters at hand. Again, these lines are weird. Who is this person? And why do they sound like some kind of cartoon character? I know exactly! Hiroaki, that's exactly what I've been saying. They need to revise that script, it's so bad.
empty.
You have a very simple task. Escape from this room. Succeed, and I'll provide you with some small comforts of life. Food, shelter, and perhaps even freedom. Fail, and, to put it bluntly, you'll be stuck here until you're skin and bones.
Let's see how this turns out.
There are 3 other students like yourself, all trapped in the locked rooms. How sad. Be a pal and cooperate with them, would you? But hurry, only one will remain. The rest will burn. Well, why would I cooperate with them then? Seems like we're working against each other. What is that supposed to mean?
We will meet again.
Poetics aside, I'll be enabling your speakers so you can work with the other members of the summer team. Oh, and remember to pick up your tablet. It holds the secrets, not just to this escape room, but to the whole game. Got it? Well, I guess I got it. You didn't say what to do though. I guess it's escape room shenanigans, I guess. Well then, I understood absolutely none of that. Suddenly a voice echoes from the ceiling.
Missing something here.
See, why are they now doing a calm person? That's what I was saying. They needed to do that to separate the speakers. Missing something here.
Man, I don't know how long I can take this crap.
So now this is voice? I'm so confused. Noisy person.
Please calm down, ma'am. Everything will be fine.
Ma'am?
I will save you from this dire situation, though I might not come out unscathed.
I don't think that cuts as confident, if you say that.
Let's not go that far. I'm sure such a simple puzzle can be solved without casualties.
You guys are kind of actually too calm. There seems to be 3 different people. Those must be the other students that thing mentioned. That thing?
Am I clear?
Am I clear? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Huh?
Hey, did anyone else hear that?
Oh?
Oh, that must be the 4th student.
What?
Are you in need of an assistant?
Let me see.
Ooh, maybe you can get us out. Can you leave your room? Why would I be able to leave my room? I can try. I tried rattling the door, but...
Not a chance.
Not a chance. The exit's locked.
It can't be.
Damn it. Division problem? What is this weird, like, thing in the upper left corner? It's no use. We have to solve this puzzle.
I'm not good.
Ugh, brain puzzles were never my forte. I wish there was an easier way. Maybe I could interrogate this thing. Pry out some information, buddy cop style. But we're in separate rooms. You don't have a buddy cop. Behaving like the police certainly won't help us.
I see the problem here.
It wouldn't work regardless. It's a tape recording, not a speaker.
Gross.
Gross. They're totally spying on us though.
Share your thoughts.
Excuse me, all of you. Can you tell me exactly what you have in your room? I take a moment to survey my surroundings.
I'm not sure.
There seems to be some kind of strange mechanism on the wall here.
I will need more.
Wow, what's that? Yes, I believe that's where we all have to input the solution, once we figure it out, of course. It's the seasons. It's summer, spring, winter, and autumn. But what does that mean? Along with 4 empty slots in the wall, there are 4 tiles, each depicting a separate kanji. My eyesight's still a bit blurry, so I can't properly make out the characters.
Yeah.
There's also the table I woke up on, the recorder with the message from the kidnapper.
I wonder.
And a small pink tablet. The recording mentioned that this was important, right?
Possibly.
Now that you mention it, he did say it was relevant to the escape room. Really? How do you know it was a he? I thought it was a she. Maybe we should all try turning it on?
It's plausible.
Well, let me see. Because the voice sounded like the counselor's voice from the beginning. Although I guess technically we don't know that yet. I gently push a small key on the right side of the tablet. And my world goes white. What? Gah!
How was that?
Did something happen when you turned it on? Let me try. 1,000 indescribable sensations sweep through me in an instant. It's not just my vision that seems to be affected. An incessant ringing echoes through my ears, and even my fingertips seem to tingle with some kind of malaise. What is this? I don't know. Blinding light? Eventually, the sensory bombardment afflicting me slowly subsides, and things seem to return to normal. That was... Until I took a closer look at the space directly above the tablet.
Why?
What in the heck is that?
Excuse Excuse me?
Yeah, excuse me for real.
My word.
My word, it's
What?
a hologram. It's a hologram of a cute flower. In what way is that a freaking flower? I think it's some kind of tulip. Flower? Mine looks like a pair of ice skates. Oh, are we all seeing different things? Well, then mine is definitely not a flower. Except it's all weird and pixelated. Man, it almost feels like I've been digitized and sent into some kind of old video game. Yeah, I think that is what happened. My hologram, if that's what it is, seems to be a pair of shades. Okay, mine looks like a leaf blower or some crap. Upon closer inspection, it seems I'm able to physically interact with it. How? How even? You can touch it? Spurred on by this revelation, my right hand reaches forward and brushes against the leaf blower. Sure enough, it actually feels real. I can feel the coolness of the metal, the grooves of the nozzle, everything.
Bro.
This day just keeps getting weirder and weirder. I would pinch myself if I hadn't done my nails.
Share your thoughts.
What about you, fourth teammate? Huh?
Sure, please forgive me.
My apologies, I don't know your name. What kind of object appeared when you turned on your tablet? It seems to be a leaf blower of sorts, but just as you guys said, it looks extremely pixelated. How can you touch it then? What does that mean? Are you actually in a virtual world? Maybe that's because this technology is a work in progress? So we've been kidnapped to help someone test run their stuff. There's never been holograms you could touch before, or holograms in general. I take a closer look at the tablet, which I unceremoniously dropped on the table when I first turned it on. In the center of the screen, illuminated in large sans serif letters, is a phrase I can't hope to understand. Again, the text is so weird. Augmented reality interactive audio hologram. Words that mean nothing. Those are indeed words. No, that's what's written on the screen.
Holy breakthrough!
Holy what? You're right! Wow, this is just like something from a supervillain's evil lair.
I'm a little concerned.
Except this technology is clearly real and functional. Mysterious inventions beyond our wildest imaginations. Perhaps the Academy has something to do with this?
Hang on.
But what does it all mean? Like, this is cool and all, but our kidnappers didn't put us in here just to test out some weird tech, right? I mean, I'm not ruling it out. I wonder if there's some kind of pattern in the objects that appeared when we turned on our tablets. Let's turn off this peculiar contraption for now and take a closer look at the mechanism. Calm person uses a lot of like long words. Kind of pompous, I feel like. Right. My eyesight hasn't fully recovered, but I can finally read the kanji engraved on each tile. Summer, spring, winter, autumn.
It's
Guys? Isn't there a pretty obvious solution to this whole thing? What? Is like what item you use for each of the seasons? Huh? There is? Yeah, especially considering the 4 objects we received. Yeah, I'm kind of seeing the connection. I think that's kind of a dumb puzzle, but if I remember correctly, our items were a tulip, shades, a leaf blower, and ice skates. Well, the leaf blower is probably for autumn. I guess the shades are for summer because it's bright as hell, and the ice skates are for winter, obviously, and I suppose tulip is spring. Ooh, you have such a great memory.
Let's just move on.
Right, I think I might know how to solve this puzzle. I just need to take another look at the order. Summer, spring, winter, autumn.
Thank you for your cooperation.
I'll let you take the lead from here then. What should we all put in the first slot? Ah, right. We all probably have to input the same answer to escape. The first slot should hold. Wait, hold on, what? The first slot, what do you mean the... Hold up. Why? Tiles not? This actually doesn't... I don't know what they're asking? The first slot. What's the first item though? Okay, this game confused me already. Because is the tiles the season or is the tile the items? And how come there's only 3 options here? Well, since it's the first day, I'm assuming they're gonna help you along if I choose the wrong one. I think the first one was tulip, right? And the second one was shades? So probably second? Oh, that's what it means? Okay, that's not what I thought it meant. I place the second tile into the first slot. A satisfying click echoes throughout the room as the tile locks into place. Really? Okay, I don't understand what they're asking then. Ooh, I have a good feeling about this. That click sounded like the audio equivalent of maple syrup on noodles. That sounds disgusting?
Super job.
Delicious? Doubt.
Troubling.
That's... never mind. What should our next step be? The second slot should hold. Okay, but I don't know what they're asking though. Why is it spring? Because seasons don't have order, right? I mean, there's like an order, like, but like, what determines the first one? I don't understand. I don't know, I guess first tile. I literally don't understand what's being asked here.
I understand.
Do you? I don't. Alright, only 2 more to go. I'm guessing it's the order of the seasons then.
The truth eludes me.
Is this going where I think it's going? Is this correct or incorrect? I'm very confused. It's clicking, so it's correct, right? Seems like it.
This is the outcome.
Never mind. We trust your judgment. What's next? I feel like I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm probably gonna die. The third slot should hold, autumn.
I remain neutral.
You're already neutral? Okay. And there's only 1 tile left. Let's see if I was right. I think I'm wrong, because I don't understand what they're asking. Oof. Well, she's acting weird. I'll ignore her for now, though. Why? Soon after, I hear 3 identical clicks emanated from the speakers, followed by the howl of whirling gears. Ka-chunk. So it actually was correct? It's just the order of the seasons? That doesn't make any sense. That has to be the door. Come on.
Well met.
Don't forget to take the tablet with you. Is that actually correct? I have a lot of doubts. Why the tulip then? I'm confused. I hurriedly grabbed the tablet, momentarily surprised by its considerable weight, and shoved it into my pocket before dashing off. How can you fit a tablet into your pocket? That must be a small tablet. We all emerged from our respective rooms, finding ourselves in a dimly lit central area. So they literally were just asking for the order of the seasons? That doesn't make sense, I feel like. These people sure look eccentric. Is that girl wearing a superhero cosplay?
Oh, hey!
Oh, hey!
To finally put
Wow.
faces to those voices.
Who is who though?
I'm glad you are all uninjured.
Hello.
Why is the confident person anything but confident?
Is something bothering you?
I don't know, they're all acting kind of weird. But I guess that makes sense.
Well,
About that last puzzle,
Yeah.
it ended up being really easy, didn't it? Yeah, maybe it was a trick question actually. So, the others actually solved it way before you woke up? What do you mean?
wait.
What? Except I kindly advised them not to use that answer since, you know, it seemed suspiciously simple to me. Okay, then why did I use that answer then?
I've failed you.
Oh. Oh, so she's saying like it was the right answer, but she made them doubt. We ended up discussing it for another 20 minutes while you were asleep. Why were you asleep for so goddamn long? They spent 20 minutes discussing that?
Are you kidding?
Okay, that is really weird though. They went through all that trouble to lock us in here, but now they're going to let us leave because we know what order the seasons are in? Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Was that even what the question was? What's with all the tulips and shit then? Unless that's for another puzzle. Maybe the trivial nature of the answer was meant to confuse us somehow? Or perhaps it was designed to test our tendencies to overanalyze. Okay, but like, again, how do you determine what's the first one? Unless like they actually programmed it into the game where you can select any season first as long as the order is correct? Because otherwise I feel like that shouldn't be the right answer. Regardless, it seems we aren't quite done yet. He points to another mechanism near the door.
I'm scared.
These tiles, 44431. I smell another puzzle on our trail. How is this a confident person? They're anything but confident. I think we're supposed to place certain tiles in that furnace chute.
Hang on.
Guys? The red stuff in that glass tube thingy is moving.
Huh?
Huh? Uh-huh? As if on cue, a wave of sweltering heat slams into us. I hope it's not timed. Burning questions. Unsought answers. Is that like the title for like the, I guess the puzzle or whatever? Gah!
I surrender.
It really is getting quite hot in here. Nothing the soaring lass can't handle, mind you, but it is definitely uncomfortable. What is the soaring lass? Are you a superhero of some guy?
Entirely unexpected.
This person comes off like a monk or something. I think that thermostat represents the time limit for solving this puzzle. Oh no, I don't like time limits. Don't tell me, they're going to cook us alive?
You bitch!
Where did this megaphone come from? What the hell did I do to deserve this? Also, did she say you bitch? Does anyone have any ideas? There doesn't seem to be any kind of pattern to this one. Well, the only pattern is there's 3 4s. Respectfully, the most helpful thing I can do right now is step aside. What the frick? You're useless. I admit I am also at a loss. I see. Everyone's is stupid. Just like every death game is always on the player. Eek! We're gonna burn like the Amazon! Only people might actually give a crap that I'm gone. Burn? What do you mean? But hurry, only one will remain, the rest will burn. Oh. Wow. Is that what it's talking about? What did they mean by that? Did they really mean 3 of us will die here? Or is it something else? I don't know. Maybe it's the numbers. There's 3 4s. But maybe we should just feed them into the chute in order from 1 to 4. Simple worked last time, right?
Bear with me.
Or maybe we're meant to dispose of 2 4 tiles, so we're left with 1 of each number? Interesting answers, all these. It's a trick. It's probably a test of wit. They're trying to scare us into jumping to conclusions, even though we don't have all the right information.
I have a plan.
I think it's talking about the numbers, so it's like only 3 numbers will burn. But it's not really enough of a clue, because like which 3 numbers will burn. And the solution is to acknowledge the fact that we don't know enough to solve the puzzle, therefore we should do nothing. You're kind of useless. Also, did we introduce ourselves yet? Everyone is still like labeled by like a title, no names. Are you insane? Do you need medical attention? I think we're all gonna need it if we don't solve this puzzle. Let's not fight here. The heat around us begins to reach unbearable levels, which with every second that passes, it becomes harder and harder to breathe. Oh god, we really don't have the time to argue like this. Okay, can someone like offer something that's actually more useful? Okay, is there a log? Cause like I don't remember what the heck they say sometimes. There needs to be a freaking log or something. Cause like, what do you even say? How come, like, again, how come there's only like 2 options when there's like more things than that? I'm gonna try something else because I don't trust them. As my teammates continue to bicker in the background, I close my eyes and think carefully about what I heard on the recording. The rest will burn. The furnace. The numbered tiles. Wait, I think I have it. Really? That was the answer? I just have to ignore them because they're idiots. I gather up every tile except the one labeled 1 and throw them into the furnace. Oh, I guess. But this didn't it say only 3 will burn? Or is it only, hold up. It says 3 will burn. Only 1 will remain. So why did you throw everything? The falling tiles clatter against the brick walls, and a smoldering roar thunders from the furnace as the ceramic is set ablaze. I really hope you know what you're doing, because you can't exactly unburn those tiles. Just as she was about to panic, we hear the sound of the door unlocking. That's a bizarre puzzle. Ha! It seems to have worked. It did? I mean, it did.
Lost.
Freedom! Well, a moment to spare, we dash into the hallway just as the air around us begins to singe our skin. Damn. It must be hot in there. Also, the puzzle is just weird. Burning the tiles seems kind of dumb. In stark contrast to the fiery prison we left behind, the next room mercifully flows with cool, refreshing air that washes over us. Gas. Ugh. My lungs. They feel like they're on the verge of exploding. You did it, I think.
Crisis averted.
Thank goodness you were with us, blonde man. Now we're finally in the clear. I think we need to introduce ourselves.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Yes, it seems your quick and confident thinking saved us. Yeah, even though I'm not the confident person, right? And after taking a look around, there doesn't appear to be anything particularly dangerous or peculiar in this room, apart from that. Apart from what? What is that? He points towards the center of the room, though the rest of us are too busy recovering from our brush with death to pay attention. It looks like some kind of mouse statue or something. This guy. We were nearly burned alive and he seems almost unfazed. Is he a spy? There could be a spy, you know, with these death games, they always leave like a spy in there. A double agent. It takes a while for me to regain my composure and direct my sight towards the object of interest. Exploration time. Though the story will whisk you away from this area soon enough, you will You still need to know how to move. Press F1 to access the Cocoa Pad. The heck? Contains the settings menu. Okay, can I press it now? I can't. F2 to view previous dialogue? Why are you telling me now? You should tell me earlier. I feel like none of the buttons are working though. Press Enter to enable and disable observation mode, which is used to discover interactable objects. Use the WAS keys to move to walk around. Hold shift to sprint. You can sprint? It's a first person game? F3 to reveal game controls. Because I know you'll forget them. Yeah, I know. I already forgot. By the time chapter 1 comes out. How long is this chapter? I'm guessing it's only the prologue right now. Be grateful you have such a kind and considerate educator. Evil calculator. Is this the counselor? Okay, hold on. Some menu. Save, load, and manage settings. Okay, this is weird. What the heck is... Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, let's save first. Backlog, okay. And then, what's this do? This is the backlog, okay. And then you said this was... Or this is... Huh? I can't even... Is this observation mode already? This is the controls. It is so freaking weird. Okay, so it's like, ugh. Ooh, this is a little bit too sensitive, I feel like. Can I, I feel like I didn't see that setting though. Can I adjust that? Let's try this thing, right? Lower that. It's not working now. My game broke. I can't even move the mouse anymore. Hello? Okay, that was freaking weird. I lowered it so much I can't even look anymore. I guess I'll have to deal with this right now. For now. I'm flattered you're striking up a conversation, but our current objective should be investigating that statue. Okay, I just want to get to know you guys who still have not introduced themselves.
Lost.
Why are you just standing there? Investigate the statue already. Why? In these games, man, everyone always fucking useless, and I'm the only one that can save us.
Hang on.
Wait, why am I just standing here? Oh, forget it. Just take your time or whatever. Huh? You're standing here because you're freaking useless.
Your nefarious deeds end here!
Why did they get all angry all of a sudden? The super villain who trapped us here is strangely enamored with pentagons.
The soaring lass fights for freedom!
Not surprising though. 5-sided buildings have often been used in the service of evil. Okay, I think they might be a LARPer or something. Okay, let's see what this this weird statue is all about. Why is it so dark? What the heck is that? It's mouse shaped, I feel like. Oh, it's a monkey? It's some kind of weird monkey statue. It's cute, but creepy at the same time.
No one is perfect.
There doesn't appear to be any input required from us. I don't believe this is another puzzle. Oh, that's wonderful news. That last one was going to be the death of me.
Possibly, but...
It would have helped if you had taken off your suit.
How violent!
How violent. I can't do that when I'm on duty. It's unconscionable. Refusal to back down from your morals. I like it.
Hi.
Hey, take a closer look at the base. There's something written there. Yeah, I'm the only one that's useful in this freaking group. At the foot of the statue lies a curious yet haunting inscription, carefully etched in old decaying stone. What is this? Probably a poem? As sure as the spring blossom never wilts, I will hold your hand. As sure as the summer wind never calms, I will see your smile. As sure as the autumn moon never wanes, I will earn your praise. As sure as the winter snow never melts, I will dry my tears. As sure as 1,000 years pass, and I remain on this earth, I will hear your song again. It's the seasons again.
Those are indeed words.
Those are indeed words. I know, those are indeed words. Such a strange and sad poem, especially that last line.
What?
What's so sad about it? I think it's a lovely set of promises for the future. Well, I'm definitely not gonna ruin the romance of it all by explaining it. Out of all the cryptic mumbo-jumbo I've seen today, this probably takes the cake. Nope, you're only gonna see more cryptic stuff, man. That's what these games are all about.
Overdo it.
Mysterious as this is, it doesn't seem all too helpful in aiding our escape right now. Those, however, might be worth taking a look at. What am I looking at? There's so much to look at. He gestures around us. Along the walls are 5 entrances, including the one we came from. Oh no, we got separate? It's like we were separate, we got out of the room, and now we got separate again. Seems like we have to explore a lot of different areas if we're going to get out of here.
Now we eat.
Now we eat? What are you talking about? What are these freaking random voiceover lines? If we're lucky, we may find an exit or a clue that explains our current situation.
Trust one another.
That sounds like a reasonable plan. Do you think we should split?
You're wrong.
Wait! Why did you scream?
It can't be.
I just realized that we haven't introduced ourselves yet. I know, that's what I've been saying. Why are these all dum-dums? Oh my god, we are screwed. I'm the only one that's gonna get us out of here. That's so embarrassing!
An honest mistake.
Yes. I was so caught up with those puzzles that the thought completely slipped my mind. I feel like they do a little bit too much of these voiceover lines. I need, like, less of them. Because it really takes me out of the moment, I feel like. Well, now that the threat of imminent death has passed, there's no excuse. It's time you all learn who I really am. Are you like some kind of influencer?
And get this.
Maru Yokokume, and get this, I'm the ultimate activist. Oh, you actually voiced this line. What is this freaking ultimate thing? And also activist? You don't come across like an activist. Ultimates must be like people with powers or some crap, right? Wait, really? I'm an ultimate too.
Oh, you.
Well, what are the odds? That's amazing. I bet we're all ultimates. Does make my review a bit less impressive, but still.
Recreation.
Wait, hold on. So, are you saying you're an activist that is also an ultimate, or are you an activist for ultimates? Because that's the difference. There's a difference with those words. I don't think it's a coincidence, exactly. I think all 4 of us are ultimates.
Really?
Wait, how do you know? Well, educated guess. The last place I recall before being kidnapped
I am deeply disappointed.
was a small speedboat bound for Bitokukawa Island.
It's plausible.
Oh, I remember now. Now that the confusion and terror has somewhat subsided, I'm able to gather my thoughts for the first time since I woke up. It was a few months after I'd first been awarded my title. I had just received an email from the school informing me that the annual opening ceremony would be held in 2 weeks. It told me that I was to arrive at the lake's eastern port by noon and take a speedboat to the island, alone. That's a weird way to travel to school. I got an email like that too. It looked very official, so I carried out its instructions to a T.
I remain neutral.
It was rather ominous getting on that speedboat. It used some sort of autopilot, and there wasn't anyone around either. I was asked to arrive at the lake's southern port at precisely 1 p.m. It seems the administrators wanted us to be alone when we departed.
Unacceptable.
I remember seeing the walls of the school on the horizon, and losing consciousness soon after. Does this mean the school's behind us? I mean, it's not like any random person would have known where I was. Maybe these escape rooms have something to do with that opening ceremony?
You can't be serious!
No way! I've studied the school's event protocol, and something like that furnace puzzle would never be allowed.
Cut me some slack.
How can you be so sure, puzzle dude? Are you some kind of Bitokukawa superfan?
I refuse to believe it.
Well, I have done my research. Wait, puzzle dude?
Oh, you.
Yep, all this time I've been calling you funny little nicknames in my head, like Man Bun Man? I don't think he has a man bun. And Super Ma'am? Hope you had nice ones for me too.
The soaring
Well, I certainly did. They were very neutral names. Like he says, I remain neutral. I object to this legally distinct moniker. I only respond to the soaring lass.
Let's just move on.
Oh, anyways.
Hello again.
My name's Hiroaki Uzuki, but you can just call me Hiro. Hiroaki, a fitting name. Selfie? Okay. I think you're more of an influencer than an activist. That's cool. Let me take a picture of you so I don't forget. Also, we have our phones with us? Can't we just freaking call for help or something? Although it's probably not gonna work. Maru takes out a smartphone and starts tapping away at the screen.
Hello?
Judging by the clock, it's been 6 hours since I boarded that boat. We've been unconscious for a while. That's actually kind of reassuring. At least we haven't been gone for like 2 weeks or something. Do I have family? Are they looking for me? You have your phone with you? Odd. When I woke up, mine was gone.
For shame!
Same for me. I assumed the heathens who abducted us stole it.
I got nothing.
Well, it doesn't have any service, and...
You bitch!
She has been saying you bitch, what the frick? What the hell? The camera lens is broken. Dude, are you kidding? I literally just bought this a few weeks ago.
That's rude.
That's so weird though. Why would they leave your phone, but disable everything useful? Wouldn't it be safer just to take it, like they did with us? It's probably gonna be part of a puzzle, that's why.
That's just a rumor.
I don't know. Oh god, do you think they might have disabled the nearest cell phone tower or something?
How violent!
I mean, they don't have to do that, they just have to block signals. But probably, if there was a signal, then Maru would be able to alert the authorities. Shit, the email also said that the opening ceremony was top secret, and that I might not be allowed to contact the outside world until it ended. And that wasn't suspicious to you? That's the weirdest school ever. My dad and my posse might not even realize anything is wrong. Posse? Oh, those are the guys, gals, and MB pals who helped me with my activism. What is she talking about? What is this activism?
So obsessed with me.
I'm not obsessed with you, I'm just trying to get a better understanding. We're pretty good at helping people organize. I think we've started somewhere around 30 strikes across the country so far. Okay, what are you striking against? What kind of activism is this? 30? That's as many as 3 10s.
That's the way.
That's as many as days in a month. Well, with the amount of workers' rights abuses that the gentle laborer suffers on a daily basis, I'm surprised the number isn't higher. Okay, so I'm guessing she is just an activist that is also an ultimate. Folks just aren't used to standing up for themselves these days, you know?
Let me see.
It's risky business. Sore legs, hoarse voices, and broken nails are only the beginning of our problems, but
Toad's excited.
there's nothing better than helping someone finally get the support they need when all is said and done. I was a little apprehensive about the whole ultimate activist thing at first, but she actually seems serious about her talent. Again, I still don't understand. They need to start explaining what ultimates are. Now you've got me thinking.
I'm gonna strike.
I'm gonna strike, okay. I don't think you understand what striking means. Maybe the reason I was kidnapped was because of my protest activities? Believe me, union busters will do anything to have their way.
It's plausible.
That sounds plausible, but I don't think it explains why the rest of us are here. I've never even been to a strike. I think they mean protest? The words are a bit weird.
Really?
A strike is different from just a protest. Do baseball, soccer, or bowling strikes count? No.
Let me see.
I guess. No, they don't. You're making me doubt your activist credentials. Oh, if you're ever interested in joining one of our numerous picket lines, we'll welcome you with open arms.
That's just a rumor.
Just try not to tell any off-color jokes. The posse is very sensitive to that kind of thing.
Sound advice.
Tempting. I do think it's important for an ultimate to contribute to the well-being of others.
Pretty awesome.
Plus, it must be delightful to barge into places with a megaphone and strike fear into the hearts of evildoers. I'm with a bunch of idiots, I feel like. Calm person has yet to reveal their idiocy, so I'm, letting them go for now. But these two, definitely idiots. Well, I guess protests are meant to cause a fuss.
I'm sorry.
I like to think my talent also revolves around helping people. Frankly, I feel bad that I was unable to contribute to either puzzle.
I'll never surrender.
I should have been standing tall, with our hearts as one, fearlessly liberating us from that foul prison.
Spandex.
Spandex?
Spandex.
Not that you stole my thunder or anything, Sir Uzuki. I also appreciate playing sidekick, you know?
I'm flattered.
Sir Uzuki, I'm flattered, but that's very formal.
Citizens, you're saving.
Nay, proper titles are of the utmost importance. How else is one meant to show respect for their fellow citizens? I wouldn't dare greet a stranger, no offense, without the necessary honorifics.
Did not see that coming.
Right.
Pretty awesome, right?
Though fret not, Sir Uzuki, our time as strangers has come to an end, for I will now introduce myself. They are talking too much, let's just introduce already. There's a little bit too much, useless dialogue.
Skies and the earth, known to save any and all from peril. But if we're doing this personally, Momoe Soga works too. Ultimate local hero, at your service.
They're all so cringy.
Huh?
Local hero? Where did that helmet come from? I don't know, man. What does anything come from? Oh, quite the noble talent, eh?
Gotta stay humble.
Yeah. You certainly have not been very humble. Nothing too grand though. Gotta stay humble and all that biz.
Justice sees all.
That is actually kind of a scary expression. However, some say my devotion to justice is far beyond that of any hero before me. My triumphs are highly esteemed in small communities. I can't tell if she's roleplaying. I might as well play along.
Bear with me.
I confess I am somewhat interested. What exactly are these triumphs? Can we just introduce ourselves already, please? They don't even act like they are in a life-death situation.
Crisis averted.
One time, I made a paper for stopping an altercation at the local pub. Tensions were high, bottles and hearts alike were shattered, but one gal swooped in and saved the day. You got into a bar fight?
How violent!
No way! Violence is always unnecessary.
Perish the thought!
I prefer words and the like, you see. I talked the troublesome gangsters out of it and even directed them to anger management classes. Stopping a bar fight with diplomacy alone certainly is an accomplishment. That's very cool. I take it that you're kind of like a middleman of sorts when it comes to justice. You're not an actual police officer, right? I don't think so. They're very unprofessional.
Citizens, you're safe.
I say I'm a slice of everything. I restore peace, keep crime out of the back streets, and even tend to the elderly.
Ho-ho.
Ho-ho! No matter age, race, or class, all respect the soaring lass. I kinda doubt that.
I accept all requests.
So far, I've been committed to a 100% acceptance rate on all neighborhood requests.
I have a plan.
It's mostly just mundane stuff. Saving cats from trees, mowing people's lawns, pet sitting. Oh, and grabbing things from high shelves. Well, at least they're helping the community.
Hang on.
Hold up, you accept every request? Can't someone, like, take advantage of that?
Perish the thought.
Perish the thought. Not a soul in my community would dare partake in something so cruel and sinister. They would never give me unreasonable demands or use me as a replacement Saturday housekeeper because the old one quit over a salary dispute. At least specific.
Justice sees all.
A piece of advice: sometimes it's okay to place your trust in people, yeah? Oh, sure. Can we just get to the point, guys, please? Get the introductions over with. I need to know what the hell's going on. She's definitely a character.
Now we eat.
Stop saying that. Why is he saying, now we eat? Where are we eating? Who is cooking? I've never seen so many ultimates in one place before.
Recreation is in order.
It is unfortunate that this formative experience was brought about by the kidnapping, but I suppose there's a lesson to be learned here. What is the lesson? Don't be kidnapped? Really? I don't think there's much to be gained from something like this.
Please forgive me.
I see. That's not a great mindset to keep in a stressful situation such as this.
Release all negative energy.
Do not let yourself be poisoned by the world's anxieties, big or small. If there's uncertainty in your life, find a way to remove it and better yourself. They're all kind of annoying, actually.
Are you kidding?
That's certainly fun and all, but your words of wisdom weren't what saved us from a human barbecue.
A powerful observation.
Say, is your talent at all related to motivational speaking? They look like a monk or some kind or something. Yes, though that's but a fraction of what I engage with. I suppose a proper introduction is in the order. Again, like I've been saying, shut up and say your name.
My name is
They keep saying so much useless crap.
the ultimate yoga guru. Through arts ancient and new, I aspire to achieve harmony for myself and others.
I see why y'all been kidnapped. You're all annoying fucks. I thought you were like a monk of some kind, but no, you're one of those freaking gurus. Ugh. Ugh. That's why the counselor kidnapped them. They're like, these are some annoying ass people. They need to be removed from this freaking earth. A yoga guru? That's pretty unique. I've never tried it myself, but I've heard that it's great for your health.
Should we do some?
I wonder what you did. What's your name again? Uzuki. Yes, yoga is helpful as a moderate form of exercise.
Release all negative energies.
But the true benefit is the outlook that it brings.
Did not see that coming.
I'm not sure I quite understand.
No one is perfect.
Yoga is the delusion of autonomy. Through constant repetition of the asanas, or body postures, we convince ourselves that we are masters of our own minds and bodies.
This requires special attention.
Have you ever felt invigorated, perhaps even invincible, after an arduous task, like completing a jog or a particularly difficult exam?
Yeah.
I think so.
My answer is thus.
It's the same for yoga. That feeling of accomplishment, of success after a routine emboldens the mind, easing our doubts and fears. Even though all you've done is a set of basic stretches and poses.
May we endure these trying times.
These delusions of grandeur are ever more necessary in a cynical world.
No one is perfect.
And I wholeheartedly believe that a gentle delusion is more valuable than a vicious truth.
Those are indeed words.
Yeah. Wow, that's so deep and stuff. Still wasn't as useful as Puzzle Guy though. That certainly is a strange attitude to have towards something as innocuous as yoga. Though I suppose people who believe the same ideas as everyone else can't really be ultimate.
I'm a little concerned.
You all seem surprised at my philosophy. I don't blame you, honestly.
That's all I have to say.
I'm certain you know what you're talking about though, being an ultimate and all.
Possibly.
Well, I do garner quite a few customers at my yoga studio, including some members of the Bitokukawa faculty. No wait, your classes must be pretty good to attract that kind of crowd.
Thank you for your cooperation.
I feel like they're having a really stupid conversations. Can we think of how to escape? There's not enough tension in this, I feel like, compared to like, you're in charge to die or something. One of them was the first to ask me to apply to the school, actually.
Entirely unexpected.
I do hope our prior relationship didn't affect the admissions process though. That would hardly be fair. Right.
This tension.
Oh my, the energy in this room became quite oppressive all of a sudden.
Should we do some asanas?
Perhaps we should try some asanas. Attempting to escape this place without a strong mindset would be a fool's errand.
Let's just move on.
But maybe later.
Okay.
Well, that's everyone, right? No, they're just secret fifth member. If we get introductions down, I think we should search for help. Well, finally, jeez.
Are you unwell?
Are you what the fuck are these comments? Hold your horses. Hiroaki still has yet to share his talent. It'd be quite rude of us to exclude a fellow ultimate, would it not?
Oh, you.
Damn, I didn't realize.
You're under citizen's arrest.
You're withholding information?
Huh?
No, it's not like that. I just didn't think it was important.
Avi.
Neither did I.
Sir,
Of course it's important, Sir Uzuki. With our blessed talents and unison, escape is all but assured.
super job.
So go on, tell us.
Exactly.
Yeah, spill.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
I'm the ultimate apprentice.
What does that mean?
It's an unusual talent, but I'm glad to have it.
Does that mean he's just like good at learning stuff? It kind of makes sense. That's why he's a puzzle guy. Interesting. I didn't know one could excel at being an apprentice. Yeah, isn't your title kind of like saying experienced novice or something? It probably means that he can learn stuff very quickly and easily. Well, it's a complicated arrangement. It isn't, but they don't need to know that. Don't mess this up now, Hiroaki. What is this? There's actually another secret they're hiding.
Worked hard.
During high school, I worked under a lot of different employers.
I'm gonna strike.
Likely due to lax child labor laws. Please continue. Right, and I guess a lot of my bosses were impressed by how adaptable I was.
Jack of all.
Baking, fishing, woodcutting, waiting tables. I really can't remember all the stuff that I did, but I guess I was pretty good.
Holy breakthrough.
So you're almost like an ultimate. Since, you know, you can do so many different things.
Selfie.
No kidding. Maybe that's why you were able to solve the puzzle so easily. You must be like the king of random knowledge. Well, you could have just said the jack of all trades, but sure. I guess so. Most of my talents are like trade skills and secretary work, that type of deal. I don't know how to do literally everything. Well, the fact that you even feel the need to acknowledge that is an achievement in and of itself.
You've improved.
You should be proud, Hiroaki. My instincts tell me that your talent will be invaluable as we seek to escape our kidnappers.
I'm grateful.
Thanks. Whew, I think that went pretty well. No, I don't think so. I think that was the lamest conversation ever. Wait, if all of us are ultimates, do you think our kidnappers might have captured even more of us?
Right.
I guess we'll find out if we search those rooms.
This requires special attention.
Yes, however, I don't think it would be wise to remain in a large group.
Unacceptable.
If our entire group of 4 were caught by surprise, the result would be disastrous. I mean, I don't think 4 is that big of a group. Let's split into pairs then. If we find anything notable, we can meet up back here.
Totes excited.
Alright then, Hiro, you're coming with me. I need someone who's actually willing to follow my instructions. How do you know I will follow your instructions?
Sir.
Then I'll go with Sir Saji.
Sound advice.
Very well. For now, Momo and I will search the room directly left of the passage we came from. Let's reconvene here shortly. I'm still unsure if we'll find anyone else, but if we do, it would be prudent to have them meet us here as well. This is the meeting room, the brainstorm room. The first thing I want to check is that big circular door over there. It's different from all the others, so it might be our ticket out of here.
It's plausible.
Let me try. I approach the door and attempt to pry it open.
Get me out of here.
It's locked. I don't even see a keyhole, so you might only be able to open it from the other side. No, it's one of those puzzle doors again. What? And here I thought we were finally going to escape this dump.
It can't be.
Ew, fine. Let's try another way.
Let me see.
How about that one? The one to the right of the passage we came from.
Well, I'm off.
Sure. What the frick? Why are we here again? Wait.
Oh no.
Who the fuck are you guys? Are you sure someone will come looking for us?
Without question.
I'm positive once my supporters notice my absence, they'll surely spare no expense for a search party. Why are all these people like frickin' like public figures or something, like influencers and crap?
Hello?
Hiro, there really are more people. Hold on. Holy shit, is your skin blue? What?
Please?
Eek, please don't be scared.
I hope we can get along.
We're not bad guys, I think.
Hang on.
You think?
I'm keeping an eye on you.
You too, please lower your voices. You might frighten someone. Sorry, big guy. Are you two also kidnapped ultimates?
That is correct.
Indeed so. The four of us were already worrying enough, but if there's even more, well, there's four. Where are the other two then?
Is it so?
Did you two come from one of those stupid mean escape thingies? How did you know what I was going to say? Tee-hee is my psychic ability. See the flower on my head? It's like an antenna. Really?
Don't worry about me.
Nope, I don't even know what it is. What?
Oh, fantastic.
It just grew out of my skull one day and I've learned to live with it. It's super cute, isn't it?
Bro.
Oh, yeah, totally. Maru leans over to me with a poorly veiled grimace. Do you think she's like a real-life Frankenstein or something?
That's rude.
Yeah, that is rude. Maru, that's rude. Clearly she's going for more of a zombie look. You're both rude. Anyway, yes, we did come from an escape room. It was horrifying. I assume you two also completed one?
A concerning tale.
Precisely. And it wasn't just us. We had two other compatriots as well.
Aww.
But both of them ditched us. They were really, really mean.
Not fantastic.
One of them called me a smurf and the other just ignored me.
I may have a solution.
It's alright. I'm sure they were merely affected by the stress of the situation.
Oh.
Let's ditch them too. Big man and blue girl against the world.
Let us assemble.
Setting that aside, you're both in the same situation as us, correct? Given our circumstances, would it be acceptable to share our names? Why does everyone talk so weird in this world?
Me.
You know, normally I'm hesitant about introducing myself to shady types, but considering I'm basically a kidnapped celebrity at this point, who cares? Again, how's she activist? I think she's just an influencer. Shady? What are you insinuating?
Selfie.
Maru Yoko Kume, the pretty well-known ultimate activist. And my buddy over here is Puzzle Dude. I
give up.
Hiroaki Uzuki, Ultimate Apprentice. It's nice to meet you.
We all play a part.
Likewise.
My full name is Yato Stonecrown. Though I am reluctant to flaunt such a grandiose title, I am known as the Ultimate Mayor.
These are all really weird titles.
Huh?
Mayor?
Yes?
Yes, for 2 glorious, prolific years, I was the mayor of a small resort town in the American state of North Dakota. What the frick?
I am here to help.
I thought we were in Japan. I've put my political career on hold to attend Bitokukawa as an exchange student and plan to learn much in the way of statecraft and leadership before I return. Weird. I knew Bitokukawa had a strong foreign presence, but an actual mayor as an exchange student? Yeah, kind of weird, honestly. I guess that explains the age difference, but it's still scary to think there's a genuine politician in our midst.
Those are indeed words.
I see.
Are you certain?
What is that glare for? Nothing. Just making sure you're not corrupt. You wouldn't know though, just from looking. I would never dream of such a thing. My office values transparency above all else.
Are you kidding?
That's what all politicians say.
If it would please you.
Well, I would argue that I'm quite different from them. One can't exactly read my mind, but I assure you, I work for the common people, not for self-enrichment. That's also what they all say. Okay, you got a list of all the bills you've passed?
I cannot assist.
Not on hand.
Rude.
Stop, halt, cease, desist. Can we not fight, please? I have something better to focus on. I know, we all do. Like getting out of here. I've been planning out my introduction for like 5 minutes now, and I think I'm finally ready for it.
Did not see that coming.
You've been planning?
Wee.
Wee. What the frick? Of course. How else am I supposed to make a memorable first impression? Your appearance has already made one, that's for sure.
My name's Fanfan. Fanfan Long, if we're getting down to business. Though some call me Flower Pot, Fanny Pack, or the Lavender Lab Rat. And I've been awarded the super special awesome talent of... drumroll please... the ultimate human subject!
That is messed up. She's the best guinea pig, basically. The ultimate what? Is that why her skin is like that?
Oh?
What's the matter? Has my dramatic entrance left you speechless? A lot has left me speechless. No, that's totally immoral. What kind of scumbag academy and worst child experimentation? Well, I was already a teenager when I got my first injection, and I'm even older now.
My head hurts.
Yes, I knew coming to this place was a bad idea. I mean, you didn't choose to come here. Well, I guess you meant the academy, I guess. What? But we get free food.
Are you kidding?
That's what you're worried about? Now your skin being a color it most definitely shouldn't be?
Gross.
You look like the aftermath of a Sharpie bath gone wrong. She's so rude. How's she an activist? First off, shouldn't be has a lot of uncomfortable implications. Second, what's a Sharpie? Now, let's not get all worked up.
That is all.
Perhaps there's strong reasoning behind Fanfan's ultimate title. I'm sure we can resolve these qualms you have with the academy diplomatically.
Cut me some slack.
As in the same academy that kidnapped us? Seriously, I'm still not over the student spit roast? And now you want me to excuse this? What are you talking about? Spit roast?
I see.
Ooh, I should probably explain.
Wouldn't you say?
It all started with a charity I founded called the Foundation for Altruism and Nurturing Project. Doesn't it sound cute?
How will this bode?
I'm afraid to say I'm unfamiliar with it.
Makes sense to me.
It's a foreign charity, dummy, that's why.
I wonder.
Oh, you must be another exchange student then. I know Bitokukawa always accepts 4 of them every year.
Wee.
Yep. Though I was born in China, I've actually lived in Laos for most of my life. That's next to Vietnam for all you non-geographers. Okay, but then why you say wee?
We can do it.
Anyways, my charity helps support sick children by funding research for new treatments. It's those human experimentations.
I'm full.
You can't release drugs without testing them on humans first, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a more passionate lab rat.
Well played.
A selfless and inspiring story. I could learn quite a lot from you, Fanfan. Thanks. I guess you're not a dummy after all. Well, that does make a bit more sense.
No?
Though, there's no way any drug that reaches human trials would permanently dye someone's skin blue.
Blondes do it better.
Are you sure your charity isn't like a scam or something?
Rude.
Yes! Maru, I'm wounded by your blade of words. I need to end this before it gets any further. Yeah, please end it already. I don't want to hear their stupid conversation. You two mentioned your other teammates, right? Do you have any clue where they are?
Puzzling as ever.
The small one likely concealed himself inside one of the puzzle rooms.
I cannot assist.
As for the other girl, I have no idea, unfortunately. She stormed outside before we could get a word out of her. Outside? But we were just out there a minute ago.
I am here to help.
That presents a problem then.
If it would please.
You see, Fanfan and I were about to depart in search of them, but I wish to ease her doubts about our situation first.
Oh.
If you see that girl, could you beat her up for me? Maybe a punch or two? Get a few good hits in and... Fanfan!
Oopsies.
I'm joking, relax. Violence is super bad and stuff.
I'm keeping an eye on you.
For real. Hey, you're my doctor. I bet you don't even have a medical license.
Let's just move on.
Anyways, Maru and I would be happy to help you look.
No?
I would?
I remain...
Yes, you said one of them was inside a puzzle room. We'll start there then.
You are worthy of the key.
I appreciate it, Hiroaki. Yes, I think it was the room on the far right.
Well, I'm off.
If we find anyone, we'll let you know.
Come on.
Ugh. Let's search it quickly so we can get out of here.
Let's meet up soon.
Good luck. A reluctant Maru tails me as I enter the room. Just another freaking room, Jesus Christ. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna leave this here. The dialogue is a bit long, and I'm not finding it very enjoyable, which is kind of unfortunate because I wanted to see more of the dev games, but I don't know why everyone is so long spieled. It's like I don't have issues with visual novels, but all the crap they're saying is so dull, and the tension is not correct because they're way too chill. They should be more panicked. Like, we have been literally kidnapped, and they're all just like having fun doing their little silly introductions, and it just, I feel like it throws the whole vibe off. So I'm not super enjoying it. I don't know if it gets like better later, but I'll just leave this one here for now so we get like a little preview of, I think this is a demo because it's chapter 0. But if you guys are interested, you can check it out and see if like it gets more heightened tension, more scary, more dangerous. So I'll leave this one here for now. So thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video.